for political services rendered to Chauncey M. Depew during the time he was president of the New York Central Railroad Company and the Republican leader, Mr. Goldstein was promised any position in the New York Central Railroad Depot he wanted for the acting of it. He called on Mr. Depew, was met at the door by the attendant who asked him his business. Mr. Goldstein said, "I want to see Mr. Depew." The message was taken in. Mr. Depew said, "Show the gentleman in." He came in. He said, "Well, Mr. Depew, I came for the job you promised me in the New York Central Railroad Company." "What kind of a job would you like to have, Mr. Goldstein?" Says, "I want to be a train dispatcher." "A train dispatcher? What is your idea of a train dispatcher?" "A fellow that walks around in the depot and calls out the trains." So they got him a blue uniform with brass buttons on, and they put him to work in the New York Central Railroad Company's depot. His first day on the job. All aboard, train was going in the west. For Albany, huge ticket. Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, Indianapolis, Chicago. Who wants to go in the west? Who would like to go in the west? Just then a fellow came up and said, "I beg your pardon, old man. Could you tell me when the last train goes to Buffalo?" "Then the last train goes to Buffalo? You should live so long." Another funny incident occurred to Mr. Goldstein, whose boy had just finished his studies abroad. He brought him back to this country and decided on giving a concert at Carnegie Hall. He met 20 of his intimate friends and asked them to buy tickets for his boy's concert. The day of the concert was set, and he told them that if the boy was a success, he would give a banquet at the Knickerbocker Hotel for his 20 friends. The boy appeared that day. He was very nervous. He sang off key, broke down in his song. In fact, he was terrible. The audience got up and left in disgust. Mr. Goldstein immediately ran down to cancel the banquet. As he entered the banquet hall, he found 5 of his friends sitting there eating and drinking champagne. Goldstein said, "My gracious, what are you doing? Don't you remember what I said? If the boy was a success, I would give a banquet. He wasn't a success. He was a failure." Thereupon one of them rose and said, "Well, we liked him.